Hi everybody, it's Robbie Cox again. This week's Tuesday Tidbits, just where we keep up with what's going on, projects I'm working on, answer some of your questions. I appreciate everybody who sent some in and who have participated. The first thing that we'd like to share with you today is the release of Second Light. It went live this morning on Amazon.com. It's only 99 cents, short little novella, or it's free if you got Kindle Unlimited. So swing by Amazon today, pick up your copy. Short little heartwarming story of a boy who thinks he's lost it all. His girlfriend, his father, even a stray cat that they found, and now he's afraid he's going to lose his mother and the beach that he loves. So pick it up, short little lunch break read, and you're going to enjoy it. The other thing we like to tell you about, last week we told you about Books and Chat in my Robbie's Rascals Readers group. This week's guest is going to be Abigail Lee Justice. Writes some fantastic, steamy books, and you should be there to get to know her a little bit better, ask her some questions, share some of her books with you. She'll play some games, do some giveaways. It'll be a lot of fun. So come on, join Robbie's Rascals, meet some of these great authors that we bring your way, as well as bloggers. Another project that we worked on was Terry, who does a lot of my videos and everything else on the book trailer end and the book covers and stuff, has put together a video for Reaping the Harvest called Things Are Not As They Seem. It's a blog post that I did about 3 years ago that is now set to music, and it's got a lot of graphics and pictures in it, and it's on YouTube right now, so if you swing by you can check it out. But she did a fantastic job. I'll be sharing it on my author page later on today, and make sure you look at it and just see the great work that she's done. I want to remind you that September 9th, I'm going to be in Destin, Florida with the Book Obsessed Babes event there by Tyler Wilde. Fantastic event, a lot of great authors there, over 50 I believe. And it's just going to be a fantastic time on the beach, the Hilton Sandestin. So come out and join us, meet some great people, get your tickets. Go on Facebook, look up Book Obsessed Babes Destin, and purchase your tickets to come in and participate with all these other readers and bloggers and meet some great talented authors. Now, what am I working on? Behind the Mask is out for the first round of edits with the girls. It's going to be great. We're looking at that. Taming Carla just came out of revisions, as you can see on my typing stand back here, and typing in all those changes that I made in that story. We actually even have a name for the third book now, Always Amy. So be looking for those covers to come out and be revealed to you soon as the end of that series draws nigh. Also, Shards of Sass, the book that I am writing for the Sassy Ever After Kindle world, is in first draft form. The funny thing with Shards of Sass is, and a great reason to be part of my Rascals, is that the Rascals are the ones who helped pick the main characters. And they threw out a bunch of names. We created a poll, and then everybody got to vote on who the main characters were going to be in this book. So far, it's Dimitri as the male main character, and Adira, who is the female main character, and they're going to be having a lot of fun in this series. So really looking for that to come out in November. I'm also still working on the first draft of Under the Wrapping, the sequel to Ribbons and Bows, our Christmas novella, and The Warrior's Blade, which is the third in the Warrior of the Way series, and there'll be 2 more at least after that. So keep joining that. Now, let's get to some of your questions. Jenny asked, what is my favorite book? Well, Jenny, my favorite book, as well as the one that actually started me writing, is The Sword of Shannara by Terry Brooks. My favorite author as well. So this book said it all. It's the one that made me start reading everything. It gave me a hunger for words. It also gave me an idea for stories. Before this, I was a storyteller in the fact that I would play with action figures around my room and be silly and create dramatic fight scenes and everything else. And then this book told me I should put it down on paper. So Terry Brooks and Sword of Shannara is my favorite book and the reason I started writing. Now, Terry Wilson, one of Rascals, asked another question the other day in my group, which I thought was fantastic to use for Tuesday Tidbits, because I was sharing with him all the projects that I have going on. And her question was, with writing so many projects at one time, how do I keep them organized? Do I outline or do I have a process? I have a ton of these little journals around different things. I have several for different worlds, like The Warrior of the Way has its own journal, and a couple of other fantasy series that I have going on has some other things in it as well. But this has all of the ideas, character sketches, stories, word counts. It has pages for each series that I use. I keep track of everything in this, and I refer to this as I'm writing each story. Sometimes I write chapter synopsis and keep them written down as well as to what's happened in previous chapters so that I can keep track of when something was said or when some action took place. Do I outline? No, I don't outline. I have an idea of where I want things to go, how I want the book to end, which doesn't always end up that way. But I'm pretty much what they would call a pantser. I sit down, I have an idea in my head, and I just go with it. And after 4 or 5 chapters, the characters tell me what story they want to tell, and they write it. And that's basically what I do. Each story has a theme of something that I want to relate to somebody, but for the most part, I let the characters tell the story. And Terry, hi back to you. And I look all summery. I am very summery. It's sweaty here in August in Florida, and oh my gosh, it's in the 90s and close to the hundreds already. I'm looking forward to the 3 days of winter we get in Florida. So I hope that answers some of your questions. Tina, hi to you, and good morning as well. I appreciate you stopping by and joining us. As we said, these videos are going to be on YouTube after today, but pay attention. Leave me some questions for me to answer to you next week. Join my rascals and go check out Second Light. Thank you, and have a fantastic week.